There's a moment in life that almost every person over 65 has experienced. And it's not about wrinkles or silver hair or joints that move a little slower. It's that strange, unsettling pause when you walk into a room and forget why you went there in the first place. It's the way a name once so easy to recall suddenly hangs just beyond reach. It's setting your glasses down and then turning the house upside down trying to find them. These small lapses might seem harmless at first, but for many, they carry a quiet worry. Is this just aging, or is something more serious happening? The truth is, memory changes are common with age, but they're not inevitable. Losing mental sharpness is not your destiny. Your brain is capable of adapting, repairing, and staying clear far into your later years if you give it the right support. Today on Wellness Daily 365, we're talking about 5 simple daily habits that can help you keep your memory strong after 65. They aren't complicated. They don't require expensive treatments, exotic supplements, or hours of mental games. Instead, they focus on small, consistent actions that nourish your body, support your brain, and keep your mind connected to the world around you. At Wellness Daily 5, our mission is simple: to bring you knowledge and inspiration to live healthier, happier, and more meaningful years. Aging doesn't mean fading. It means finding new ways to thrive, to stay engaged, and to protect what matters most: your independence, your joy, and your stories. Memory is more than just information stored in your brain. It's the thread that ties your past to your present. It's how you recall the voice of a loved one, the smell of a summer morning, or the exact joke that made your friends laugh decades ago. When memory begins to slip, life can feel less vivid. But here's the good news: your brain is not a fixed machine. It's a living, changing network capable of creating new connections and strengthening old ones at any age. The 5 habits we'll explore today are built on one simple truth: your brain and your body are deeply connected. How you eat, move, rest, breathe, and connect with others has a direct impact on your memory. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Even one small change practiced daily can begin to lift the mental fog and bring back the clarity you thought was gone for good. In this first part, I want to set the stage. Think of your brain as a garden. Over the years, it's grown strong roots, your skills, your experiences, your relationships. But like any garden, it needs regular care. Without it, weeds can take over stress. Poor circulation, inflammation, lack of stimulation. The soil your body can become depleted. The sunlight, your daily rhythms can be blocked. The water, your nourishment, can run dry. When that happens, it's not because you're too old for growth. It's because the garden hasn't been tended to. And just as any gardener knows, a little attention each day can transform what seems neglected into something vibrant again. Over the course of this video, you'll learn how a balanced breakfast can set the tone for mental clarity, how a few minutes in the morning sun can reset your internal clock, how speaking your daily plan aloud can sharpen focus, how moving with intention can stimulate brain growth, and how simple connection and mindful breathing can calm your mind while protecting your memory. Each of these habits is gentle, realistic, and adaptable. You can start with one, add another next week, and build from there. They are not about chasing youth. They're about protecting your vitality right now. Before we dive into the details, take a moment to imagine what it would feel like to wake up clear-headed, to remember exactly where you placed your keys, to recall a friend's name without hesitation, to tell a story from years ago and see the faces around you light up. That's the kind of life these habits are meant to protect. Because here's the truth: you're still here, you're still capable, and your mind is still yours to keep sharp. Age might bring changes, but it doesn't have to take away the clarity that makes life rich. This is about giving your brain the environment it needs to keep you connected to your loved ones, to your passions, and to yourself. So let's begin this journey together. In the next part, we'll look at why memory starts to fade for some people and how you can address the root causes, not just the symptoms. But for now, hold on to this thought. Your memory is not slipping away because of some unstoppable force. You have more control than you think. And the first step is knowing that change is possible starting today. When we talk about memory loss, after 65, most people immediately think of age as the main cause. But age itself is not the enemy. The real reasons are hidden in the way our bodies and minds change over time, often because of factors we can influence. One of the biggest culprits is chronic inflammation. This is not the kind of short-term inflammation you get from a cut or a bruise. Chronic inflammation quietly lingers in the body for years, slowly damaging cells, including those in the brain. It can interfere with communication between neurons, making it harder for signals to travel smoothly. The result is slower thinking, more frequent forgetfulness, and less mental energy. Another major factor is poor circulation. Your brain needs a steady flow of oxygen-rich blood to function at its best. When circulation weakens due to inactivity, heart issues, or narrowed blood vessels, the brain simply cannot then get the nutrients and oxygen it needs. Over time, this can create a mental fog and reduce your ability to recall information quickly. Then there is insulin resistance, a condition that develops when your body's cells stop responding well to insulin. This is often linked to diets high in sugar and refined carbohydrates. Insulin resistance can limit the amount of glucose, the brain's main fuel, that reaches your neurons. Without steady energy, your brain can feel starved, and your memory can suffer. Sleep also plays a crucial role. Memory consolidation happens during the deeper stages of sleep, especially during rapid eye movement and slow wave phases. If you are waking up often, sleeping lightly, or going to bed at inconsistent hours, your brain misses out on this essential process. That is why poor sleep is often followed by forgetfulness, trouble concentrating, and slower problem solving. We also cannot overlook the gut-brain connection. The trillions of bacteria living in your digestive system produce chemicals that influence brain health. When your gut is out of balance due to poor diet, stress, or medication, it can lead to inflammation and chemical changes that affect mood, focus, and memory. These causes do not work in isolation. They interact and compound each other. For example, poor sleep can raise inflammation levels, and inflammation can disrupt insulin sensitivity, creating a cycle that gradually chips away at mental clarity. Now, the good news is that by addressing these root causes, you can give your brain a much better environment to stay sharp. The habits we will discuss in the final part are designed to target these very issues. But before we get to solutions, it is important to understand just how much can improve when you start making changes. When chronic inflammation is reduced, neurons communicate more efficiently, and you may notice that your thoughts come more easily. When circulation improves, your brain receives a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients, making it easier to focus and recall details. When insulin sensitivity is restored, your brain enjoys a consistent energy flow that keeps you alert. Better sleep allows the brain to store new memories and organize old ones, so you can recall them when you need them. A healthy gut supports balanced brain chemistry, stabilizing mood and enhancing clarity. The benefits are not just in your head. They show up in everyday life. You might remember where you placed your reading glasses without searching for half an hour. You might follow a conversation without losing track of the topic. You might feel confident telling a story from years ago without worrying about forgetting key details. Changing habits can feel overwhelming, especially if you think it means giving up everything you enjoy. But you do not need to overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight. Small adjustments can make a big difference. In fact, consistency matters more than perfection. Even a simple shift like adding a short morning walk or eating a balanced breakfast can start to tip the balance toward better brain health. The key is to create a routine that supports your brain every single day. Think of it as maintaining a valuable tool. You would not leave a fine instrument exposed to dust and moisture without care. In the same way, your brain needs regular maintenance in the form of movement, nourishment, rest, and stimulation. By now, you can see that memory loss is not a random event that strikes without warning. It is the result of patterns in your body and lifestyle. And that means you have the power to change those patterns. In the next part, we will talk about 5 specific daily habits that work together to fight inflammation, improve circulation, balance, blood sugar, enhance sleep, and restore gut health. Each one is simple enough to start today, and together they can help you protect and even improve your memory for years to come. Now that you understand the main causes of memory decline and the benefits of changing your daily patterns, let's turn to the practical part. Here are 5 simple habits you can start today. Each is small enough to feel doable, yet powerful enough to make a real difference when practiced consistently. Habit 1. Eat a balanced breakfast. Your brain runs on a steady supply of energy, and what you eat first in the morning sets the tone for the entire day. A breakfast rich in protein, healthy fats, and greens helps stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and provide the nutrients your neurons need. Think of 2 scrambled eggs cooked in olive oil, half an avocado, and a handful of sautéed spinach. Avoid sugary cereals. White bread or skipping breakfast entirely, as these can cause blood sugar spikes and crashes that leave your mind foggy. Habit 2. Get morning sunlight. Within the first hour after waking, spend at least 5 minutes outside facing the sun. This simple ritual supports your circadian rhythm, which in turn improves sleep quality at night and mental clarity during the day. You can combine this with a short walk or light stretching to boost circulation and oxygen flow to your brain. Habit 3. Speak your day out loud. In the morning, say what you plan to do. For example, today I will take a walk, call my friend, and read 1 chapter of my book. This verbal practice activates your prefrontal cortex, which is involved in working memory and decision-making. It gives your brain a map to follow and creates a sense of structure that helps you stay focused. Habit 4. Move with intention. Gentle, deliberate movement such as walking, Tai Chi, or yoga stimulates the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that supports the growth and maintenance of brain cells. Aim for at least 20 minutes of mindful movement each day. As you move, pay attention to your surroundings, your breathing, and the way your body feels. This combination of physical activity and mental presence strengthens both body and mind. Habit 5. Connect deeply. Have 1 meaningful conversation each day. This could be with a family member, a friend, or someone you meet at a community event. The goal is to share stories, listen fully, and engage emotionally. Social connection triggers the release of dopamine and oxytocin chemicals that support mood, reduce stress, and enhance brain function. If you live alone or cannot meet in person, call someone on the phone or join an online group. To support these habits, consider joining a senior center in your community. These centers often offer group exercise classes, art workshops, cooking sessions, and social gatherings. Being part of a regular community not only keeps you physically active, but also gives you a network of friends who encourage and inspire you. This kind of consistent engagement is one of the most reliable ways to maintain both mental sharpness and emotional well-being. When starting new habits, remember that small steps are better than big leaps that you cannot sustain. Begin with 1 or 2 habits and practice them daily until they feel natural. Then add another. Consistency is what turns actions into lasting benefits. The aim is not to prevent every moment of forgetfulness. Everyone, regardless of age, has them. The aim is to create a lifestyle that keeps your brain supported, energized, and adaptable. Over time, these daily rhythms can slow cognitive decline, improve your confidence, and help you enjoy a richer, more connected life. So as you move forward, keep these 5 habits in mind. Feed your brain. Welcome. The morning light. Give yourself structure, move with purpose, and connect from the heart. Combined with the supportive environment of a senior center or other social community, they can help you stay not only sharp, but also joyful and engaged. Your memory is part of your life story, and every day is a chance to protect and add to that story.